The second song on the album is called Dare to Dream Again. And this song is very, very special because it's actually saying what we're doing. We're daring to dream again. And that's the background for this song. Was Sean and I were really reconnecting with our dreams in daring to dream again. And what we wanted for the listener was for them to, for you listening to it, is to connect to your dreams. Dreams perhaps that you may have abandoned, or if your dreams you feel are shattered, to start thinking about creating new ones. And it doesn't matter how old you are, what life has thrown at you, or what you may be currently facing, perhaps something very challenging. It's the message to always dare to dream again.
I remember when I was working on Dare to Dream Again, I had been was playing on just on the piano for a while, and I came up with this very gospel style feel for just a composition at the time, and it's like, wow, it's got a really sort of uplifting, sort of inspiring chord structure here. But the challenge was, as it was starting to show itself as a gospel type sounding style of a song, I was just like it's very different from what we had done so far. And it's just like, okay, so, but one of the things I believe is that, and you'll hear me say at different times, I believe a song belongs to itself. And this song was saying, I got to be like this. I've got, this is the way I'm supposed to sound. So that's how it was speaking to me. So I'm like, okay, it's got to be a gospel sounding style song. And then how am I going to put this together? And and then I showed Lindsey the hook, and I said, see how this feels, and she agreed that it was like, wow, it felt very inspirational, the whole vibe of it. So we went that way with it.
And we wondered, would it fit in with the album? But we're so glad we put it in, and we had a lot of fun writing the lyrics, and the lyrics were really there to inspire people to dare to dream again. And the feedback we've been getting about how people love the song, and of course George's singing on it as it's a duet with myself, we're thrilled, and we feel like it's doing very well, and we're really happy to share it with you.
Yeah, one of the things that I dialed in while we were doing Dare to Dream Again for myself, from my own personal experience in life, is oftentimes when I wanted to go after my dream, there was always I always was running into other people's reasoning. Are you sure you can do that? Don't you think you should be doing this? Yeah. Can you, are you going to be successful? How much money is that going to make you? It's always sort of based on all these things that were separate from my soul connection to my dream of putting my music out there, in a way that was helpful to the world, in a way that was completely expressive of the way I would express that. And so Dare to Dream Again was, for me, about just really grabbing hold of that and saying, you have the right to go after your dream. And then the whole song, as I was doing the musical part of it, kind of to go back to the music side of it, I knew that, wow, we're going to have a choir on this. And it was just like, okay, we don't really have a choir.
Yeah, I did a lot of background vocals, and Sean.
Oh yeah, we did lots of choir background vocals. And the interesting thing about if you're doing this style with choirs, if it's inspirational, you really have to belt it on a song like that. It's not like, don't you know that you can dare to... It can't be sung in a very, traditional sort of calm way. It has to be inspiration. It has to belt it out from the deepest part of yourself. Dare to dream again. So we really had to do layers and layers of that feel.
And it was funny because we didn't have a choir, although we did bring in some other people later on to help build it up. Sean would say to me, okay, put on, if you can, some different voices so you sound like different people, so it doesn't just sound like me. So that was a bit of a laugh doing that. But it was great fun, and we hope you love it as much as we do.